Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome to The Bar is Open. I'm sick. Not as sick as I act like. But you know what I mean. Jonathan, what's happening? Guys have a different level of sickness.
Who are you?
I'm Greg, and that's Beth.
Thanks. Remind everybody who we are.
See, I'm off today, man. I've been off all goddamn day.
Have you?
Yeah, all day. Off all day. Fever today. Fever last night. Didn't go to jujitsu. Fucking bullshit. Reed, what's up?
What were you saying, guys that have a different level of sick?
Yeah, we suck at being sick. At least I suck at being sick. I just got up here and I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking, all of a sudden I just got like a heat flash. Hot flash.
Now you know what menopause is like.
Axe said Greg has AIDS. I don't think I have AIDS. That's okay. We'll get through it. We've got some fun shit to talk about tonight. I'll start out with go out and like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. If you don't mind, hit the thummy uppy button.
Thummy uppy button.
That's a good way to put it, right?
IMC, welcome.
Leave a comment. Do something like that. We've got some fun stuff to talk about with the Delta stuff. I've got this fucking insane feel good. You're going to be like, what the fuck is that?
It's wicked insane?
Yeah.
Well, why am I going to say, what the F is that?
Because you're going to be like, I'm never going to Florida again.
Oh, no. I think I know what you're talking about because I'm pretty sure I saw that story.
Okay. It's fun. So hang out. That, you know how our feel goods usually come towards the end. But a couple of prayers to shout out. Alex actually reached out to me, said he can't make the show tonight, but he wanted to send prayers and love to Rayland,
okay.
Brittany Camp's son, who Brittany Camp is a drinking broette. Son is one of the toughest DBs out there. So all of you who are in the Drinking Bros community, please send him a thought prayer. He had to be intubated today, and he's a little boy going through a lot of stuff. So if you don't mind, if you're on Drinking Bros in Maine, you can find the her post on that.
I think I saw it pop up this morning.
And I think so. And then on top of that, also say a prayer for my buddy Jason, if you don't mind. He hasn't progressed since last week when we talked and I brought it up. He was in a car accident, had an aortic dissection, then multiple aneurysms, and then so it's not getting much better, but he's also my age and shit like that's rough when you're a bigger dude and going through some shit. So anyway, just say a couple prayers if you don't mind. Put them all together. You can say one prayer and just say, hey, Rayland and Jason, looking out for you, man. I would appreciate it. I went and got this hat is doing its job. The Bar is Open hat. We've got a whole bunch. Oh, okay. We'll do a cheers.
Cheers.
Beth's retiring, by the way.
I think we told him on Friday, but I don't think you even understood the concept of it.
No, Beth's retiring.
I'm like retiring. I'm officially retiring from USAA. I can do early
Pretty
retirement.
crazy, right? So we've got a whole bunch of these Bar is Open hats. If you're interested, hit me up. I think I said they were $18. I'll honor that. $18. We make like 5 or 6.
You sold one.
Sold one. Good buddy. So if you're interested, we got some blue and white ones, or some like kind of dark blue and some white ones. A couple maroon and gray.
White and blue and gray.
Okay. And then some black and grays like this. Anyway, I roll into the place where I'm getting a CT scan. Remember how I went through and I told you about like the goo that was all squirted all over my junk?
Justin said, it's cold. It's really freaking cold.
Well, it's cold. It's cold down here, but it's cold
everywhere
else.
Oh, yeah, but those people are used to cold weather.
No, wait till we get to the Detroit fucking story.
When you live in South Texas and you have to
be like
your dogs out in 24 degrees.
You just got out of bed and you have a pup. It's like, I want to play outside, and he's a fucking husky.
He is loving this weather, and I'm standing outside and I'm trying to be a good mom. I'm like, I'm freezing because what's really bad is the wind. The wind is what makes it so cold. So
Wind chill here was like 5 or 6 this
yeah,
morning, something like that. That's
which is
cold for us.
very
I did outside
abnormal.
when I turned on the faucet because I was filling up some water for
It's
the
buttered.
kitties outside. The water had some ice in it, and it went. And I was like, oh
Well, you better
shit,
let that drip tonight then.
it's fine. Anyway, go
I
back
can
to
learn a thing
the
from it.
bars open hat
Oh yeah, yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
I'm getting a CT scan. I told you about the ultrasound I had to have on my nuts and my leg where she gooed me up. This one wasn't as invasive.
No.
Although I am evidently hard of
Look
hearing.
who's here.
I'm hard of hearing. And she called
Hi,
for a dude
buddy.
named Frank. And I heard
What's so weird is they usually at your Frank.
and I
Hey,
heard
kitty.
Greg. And she goes, the bar is open. And she looked at my hat and I was like, yeah. I was laughing. I was like, yeah.
Didn't she ask if you had some drinks or something?
She's like, do you have any drinks? You got any drinks for me? And I was like, nah, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Sorry. Right. Well, she never verified my date of birth, my name, anything.
Anything.
Right. So I go through a full CT scan of just the right area.
Right.
So Frank must have some shit going on with his junk too, or something. I think I have a hernia is what I think it is. It's not like my balls are going to fall off.
He probably has a swollen prostate. Because didn't you say he's
Old
old?
man. Yeah, he was like 80 something, dude.
It's funny because she must not looked at it either because she should have
She
recognized you're
goes,
not
in
80.
15 years, I'm walking out. I'm by the.
Well, okay, so you go
I'm
through the whole thing. She
Yep.
didn't check your name. She didn't.
now they
And then
we're
how did you
laughing about
realize it?
socks and shit.
How did you
I
realize?
get dressed, walk all the way out of the doors, and I'm standing by the elevator, and I hear Gregory. And I was like, there aren't too many Gregorys all in one room. So I peeked my head. I was like, did you just say Gregory? And the look on her face was of utter just, she was perplexed. Like, what do you mean?
You're
And I
not.
was like, I'm Gregory Lamontagne. Does that say Gregory Lamontagne? She goes, you just see like the, oh, fuck in her face. Because it like evidently what I found out is it automatically uploads everything
To the
to the
file.
doctors and to the file and
So
everything
they've
else.
got to put like do not read, wrong patient.
Whatever, right? So then I have to go back through just a portion of it. She
Okay.
was able to evidently, but it was all we were talking about socks. Beth buys me fun fucking socks all the time. She was showing me she had socks that had beers on them, like
Oh,
all
that's
different types
funny.
of beers on them. Right? She's like, I've got hundreds of pairs of fucking fun socks. That's like her thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of my thing too, because
Fun
of
socks
Beth.
and fun
Boxers.
chones.
So anyway, if you get the bar is open hat, you never know what could happen. It could strike up a conversation with somebody.
And she had
And you could fuck up your whole medical history. Imagine if she hadn't caught it or I had jumped on that elevator. Because it was a ding away. It was like right there.
Yeah.
Dude might have had, they've been like, that's the body of a 32-year-old. Probably.
More like 56-year-old.
No.
Yeah.
They're going to find something. I don't think they're going to find a hernia.
So hopefully she got the right images so
Yeah,
they
she
actually can see
She did.
that something broke.
She goes, first time in 15 years I fucked up when I was walking out. She goes, I'm human. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, it was my fault. I wore the hat. I was like, blame it on me. I don't care. She's like, I can't really blame it on you, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried, though. I was like, I'll take the blame for it.
Runaway Slav said, here for the cat.
Here for the cat. Here for Milo. What else did you do with this nurse, Greg? Nothing. But I should have had her follow the bar is open. I would have sent her a hat.
After that.
Yeah, I totally.
Fiasco.
I was trying to get the fuck out of there. I had a fever coming back on and shit. And I was like,
yeah, and I was like, don't tell him you're sick.
yeah, no, I've
They
been
won't-
waiting
they'll
on
make you
that
come
goddamn
home.
appointment for weeks. Milo's strolling. Yep, that's Milo. Kitty. All right, let's jump into some fun shit to talk about. First thing, I just saw this. Veteran with a sign just posted
Oh,
this
jeez.
this video out there, and I
Okay,
went
back.
and found the original video. This is called I'm calling it a creepy proto clone.
X said it's currently 14 and snowing.
Yeah, fuck that.
I didn't even think it could snow when it was that cold.
It can. Oh no, that's different than it being -14.
Oh.
Like, remember when it, but that's also in Colorado where it's so dry that it's hard, like, there's
Oh,
no moisture
what
in
do
the
I
air.
know?
Right?
I've lived in South Texas and Phoenix my whole life.
Colorado for 3 years.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
For 3 years. You were there for 3 years.
Frozen icicle. When we
Stayed
moved.
inside. You ready for this creepy proto clone? You're gonna have to
Yes.
watch the video, okay?
Okay.
All right. This is fucking weird, dude. And I'll read what's on top of it. And for those of you that are gonna be listening, I will post this. I'll post a bunch of these out on the Bars. Okay, so what this says is Protoclone, the world's first robot that mimics the human's musculoskeletal system, including muscles, bones, and joints.
That is creepy AF. And then they put that music to it.
That fucking
You have junk.
no, he's got underwear on.
Okay. Is that him? Like they're making him move like that?
That's the muscles. So you want to see it again?
No, I'm watching it now.
That's the muscles like jerking around, the leg flexing. Dude, we are so close to having like human like cyborgs basically.
Like all the movies you watch.
But that's fucking wild, right?
That's creepy and it's very unnatural.
It's like
So if they put him down, he can't.
just shoot him, you mean?
No, if they could put him on his feet
He can't walk, right?
because he's not there yet.
But you mix those fucking AI robots from fucking whatever the companies are.
So what do they
can do
make his muscles
backflips,
out of? And how do they get
tendons, and,
them
like,
to
synthetic.
get the firing?
Our brains are just
That's what I'm saying, but he doesn't have one.
electricity.
He didn't even have a head.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Watch.
Okay.
It's that black thing, right? He lifts his head in a second. Watch. He'll lift. See? His head's up.
Oh.
No, fucking wild, dude.
Yeah. Yep. I'm watching it, waiting for it to get closer.
That's crazy.
I mean, who did that? Is it Japan? China?
I don't know, but it's fucking wild.
Why are you
man.
all connected? Okay. Sorry, I'm having a moment.
What, the cat?
No, my magnet got to my. So every time I moved my iPad, the phone was coming
Oh.
with it. I was like, what the?
Cat, don't come over here, dude. You're gonna fuck with
Oh, I can see him now. He looks like something from a movie. I'm pretty sure we've seen that head on something in a movie that turns out to be evil.
I'm telling you.
Well, listen,
Telling you.
I just need them to hold off for like another 45 years before
Just
these
let me
things,
die
before these things
are
take
walking
over the
away.
earth, you know?
I just happened to see that one.
Because here's the thing that happens, right? If you could get them, you got an infinite number of soldiers.
And they started remaking themselves. That's the problem.
And that's Jurassic Park.
No, that's not Jurassic Park.
Kidding,
That's
but it's
fucking
Jurassic Park wasn't supposed to
Terminator.
make themselves over
No,
either, but
no.
they do.
Did he?
Yeah, that's.
Fucking wild.
Oh,
right?
you have yours on. I could take mine off now for a little while.
We're gonna jump into some more
Creepy stuff.
Delta.
Oh,
No, I don't have any. I've got some weird things, but I don't really have any creepy stuff like that. That one's just fun. Like you could talk a bunch of shit about that, but that is just. I don't know if it's a hard no. Aside from it's just like too real. Like I prefer. Like what are the robots?
when they look like robots,
Something
it's a
dynamic.
le-
General Dynamics
When
robots.
they look like robots, it's a
You're like,
little
okay.
easier to.
Like the robot dog that's like tung, 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 tung,
That thing
tung.
is creepy.
Okay, but
though, too.
still
Yeah.
that
Well, that's because I saw him used as a
that
killing machine
thing-
in a movie.
is just next level though.
I mean, that is a little too human,
Too human.
humanoid, a little too
Mhm.
humanoid.
I don't know. Let's get into some Delta stuff. What do you say? Fucking Delta. So there've been some plane crashes, and there was like another plane crash, obviously. And I've got some videos. But first, a Delta meme. Delta introduces new short plane for special needs pilots. And it's a plane about this long. You can't see it because
I was busy looking at the boards. What does it say? What it is again?
it says Delta introduces new short plane for special needs pilots.
That's not very nice
That's fucking perfect, bro.
because of all the shit.
I love it. Fuck.
That Mick?
That's
Not
me.
even Henry.
I don't know.
Did put him in the kennel this time, right? And zipped it?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think this is appropriate for basically. Are you afraid to fly at this point? I'm
So,
not.
okay,
Not at all.
I've always been kind of afraid to fly because as I got older, I realized I could die. But
You can just die
when
anywhere.
it's your time, it's your time. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Right. Well,
You
it
know.
wasn't these
So as long
motherfuckers'
as
time.
now, what I would prefer is to die on the way home after the vacation.
Yeah, I don't want to crash
My plane's
land
gonna go down.
in.
Let's go
say
after I've
more.
had a great week.
Right. I don't want to crash land flying into Rome. You
No.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no. I want all the bad stuff to happen after the vacation.
Yeah. Get your wills done, folks.
We don't even have one.
I
We
know,
need to get
but
one.
get your wills done. Note to self.
Practice what you preach.
All right, next. This is the plane. Actually, you're gonna have to put your headphones on for the next two. This is the plane actually crashing. Have you seen this one?
Mm-mm.
All right, so this is taken from a cockpit of another pilot that was sitting like perpendicular to the runway,
Okay.
and he's just like videoing it.
Was he
for
like the
some
third
reason.
pilot in there? They have that jump seat.
No, he was probably like the co-pilot. I think the main pilot's on the left. I don't know for sure, but the
Okay.
co-pilot, whatever it was the right-hand pilot, and you'll see it here. It's pretty crazy. A lot of people, a lot of pilots are coming out and going, they call it a flare. You know when you're flying, you feel it go like that?
Mhm.
That's called a flare.
That's when you land, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's so you know, or like they
Your
put the
wheels hit
rear
first.
wheels down and then they set down.
Right.
Well,
On the
this
little
one just
ones.
goes,
Dunk.
and it just lands. Even this pilot's like,
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh no 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 no!
that's insane. Like,
So he didn't look that different from most
So are you
planes.
seeing
He
this,
just leveled out at the
airplane
very
crashing?
end.
planes, it shouldn't be level. It should be like that. It should flare.
Oh my god!
I'm now a fucking pilot expert
Oh my
guy.
god!
No, I'm not. But what they say is a flare is when they lift it up and they touch down. The runway was dry.
Okay.
The winds were within tolerance.
Okay.
Those
So it was pilot error.
pilots.
But don't they
something.
land themselves?
No.
That's the
No.
one thing the pilot actually
Yeah,
does.
the pilot. It's
Take off and
every
landing.
fucking flight you go on. I've always heard this. It's a controlled crash landing.
Right.
Like I've always
You
heard
just
that.
didn't control
We've
it
had
very
like
well.
rough flights landing in Phoenix when it's
Yeah.
118, 120.
Right. The
And you
pressure.
literally just drop out of the fucking smack the ground.
So, okay, couple questions.
Mhm.
So this pilot, do you think it freaks him out when he sees a crash?
Which pilot?
The pilot that was recording, that was like, no, fuck, no.
I mean, no.
I think if I was a pilot, it would make me nervous.
So Runaway Sloth said, why was someone recording in the first place? I
They
think
were-
the dude was just sitting there recording fucking planes landing. I mean, he wasn't ready unless he was ready to go, and he just tosses his phone.
Maybe he was sending it to his
Yeah.
significant other, like, here's what I'm
I'm
doing
going
today.
full Burger King Crown guy until impact. Would be awkward if I survived. No,
What?
excuse me. Space, what's up, dude? Then we've got the amazing part is some fucking kid. I'm gonna call him a kid because he sounds like he's about 20 years old.
Okay.
Is getting out of this motherfucker where it's
This
upside
plane.
down. The
Okay.
next one, right? I'm calling this the plane exit because
Drop it! Come on! Don't take your video! That's on the right! On the right!
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
I think I would be saying the exact same thing.
Holy fuck. Oh my fucking god.
He's probably not even 20. He's probably like
I mean,
18, 16.
Yo, I was
yeah.
on this fucking plane. Oh my god.
somebody was a pilot that was on the news earlier said
Yo,
the
I
way
was
that the
on this
plane
fucking
landed
plane.
and
Holy
spun
fuck.
and went into the snow probably saved
Saved
all
them.
their lives.
Impact was minimal
Well,
because it was packed and floaty.
no, because it's snow and all of the jet fuel, the wings fell off. The
Oh,
wings
like we saw that
normally
explosion, but it went out.
the wings normally have the fuel,
But
but the
on
snow put the fire out, basically.
on
That's fucking insane, dude.
Bruce Willis movie, you were just talking about it's one of
Die
10
Hard.
movies that's Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
It was all snowy, and that jet fuel still caught just fine when he blew
Oh,
up
it
the
chased
plane
it
at the
up,
end.
remember? Yeah.
Yeah,
That was different.
so,
This was
you know,
landing, though.
but what I'm saying is
wasn't
snow would
anything
put that out
leaking.
based off a fictional movie.
That was just somebody that said it could have, it likely did that.
Were there injuries?
There was like 9 injuries,
Like
but no deaths.
Minor injuries or
I don't know.
I can imagine having a broken arm.
So they're
or-
offering him like 30 grand on but with no limitation or whatever. They're saying, here's 30 grand.
no
Take care of
limitation.
whatever you need to take care of. Meaning they can. They're
They
not
still
like
can sue.
there's
They
no
can be
NDA. There's no blah 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 blah.
Right.
Blah. Right. Fucking crazy.
I think that pilot's probably out of a job.
Oh, now everybody's getting is. They haven't released the pilots' names on.
They
this.
won't.
No, dude. They released. Remember the Black Hawk that crashed into the other plane? 4 planes have crashed this month.
Well, 2
or
told
in the
you.
last month.
2 today in Arizona.
Oh, there was another one in Arizona, but I think those were probably smaller.
They were
so there's
smaller
2.
planes, but they still mid-air collision.
That's fucking retarded. But the Black Hawk pilot, they scrubbed her social media before they released her information. They had already released the 2, the co-pilot and the what do you call the dude that sits in the back?
Watcher?
I can't think of it. There's a specific
I know.
title for it. I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. And then they had announced the pilots, but are they covering this up? Because and this is all alleged, right? This particular flight and this group of flights that is managed is super DEI. All women pilots, all women flights. And I'm not saying I can guarantee
Now,
that.
what
No,
does
no,
that
no, no.
have?
Nope. What it means is this. Do they have the right? And I'm not saying that women can't fly planes. Of course not. But the number of women that fly professionally as a
It's
pilot
tiny
like
compared
this
to men.
is like 6%.
Yeah, it's tiny.
So
But
when you're pushing everybody, are you getting the right people?
what do you mean
When
pushing?
you don't have like diversity is not.
Well, you think they're
gone.
putting people in there that, like, instead of having 3, they signed up 4 shitty ones so they could have 7?
No, I'm saying no. There's not 4 shitty pilots.
But I
There's
don't get
2
what you're saying.
shitty pilots, and that company that manages that suite of flights, that's their thing. That's their go-to.
But it doesn't.
A whole bunch of women because they want to prove. And I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just saying.
Feel like you're saying it's
But
wrong.
it's the same logic.
That these women aren't qualified to fly.
They might not have been. Just like there's dudes
Well,
that might not
people
be.
have to be. They
There
have to
could be
get so many
dudes-
hours into like of
But how do you
flying
get
and
around that?
hours And you can't.
Of course you can.
What are you gonna fake it all? Oh, she did.
No, you just
300
say they
hours.
qualified and you're fucking good, dude. But I'm gonna hire women. I'm not saying women can't fly.
I feel like that's what you're saying.
Dude, I know women can fly.
I feel like you should step on
But-
that line lightly.
Nope, I don't think there's a reason to. I think we're past that, don't you? I think there are absolutely qualified women.
Right, but you're
that
saying
can
that
fly.
potentially these women weren't qualified, and you
That's
have no,
exactly
no idea.
100% I'm saying.
you have no
I want to know
idea
the flight
of their-
hours. I want to know the fucking everything that
but
goes
until
into.
you know that, you can't make that
I
assumption.
didn't make that assumption.
You were malarkey.
I'm saying
You
other
made that
people would make
assumption.
that. I'm saying I literally said this. Other people make that
What
assumption.
are those other
That's about
people?
that company. About because it's Delta. It's like one of those Delta operated by Sunshine State Company organization. They do that a lot of times.
The
It's like,
smaller.
and they'll have these planes that are still Deltas, but they're flying them. Just saying, is it a thing? I don't fucking know the answer. I'm just posting. I'm posing.
You're stirring the pot.
Stirring that motherfucking pot. Dude, how many fucking planes? There is another like little meme that's out there, and I'm pretty sure it's a porn star. It's like got a Delta badge on it, maybe. I don't know if it is. It's like a dude that's been in everything,
He's got
and they make him look like he's a veteran, like special forces.
Is he like pretty buff
and then
guy?
a police officer, and
Is
then
he-
like a
He must be
firefighter.
pretty fit.
He's just I mean, I don't know. It's something like that.
And he's a porn star?
I think so.
So he's fit and hung.
Yeah.
I'd like to find him, please.
Perhaps, Castro. Perhaps. Maybe we can do a little homework on that. I doubt. Fuck, I don't know, dude.
I appreciate the support, honey.
Yes, of course. I don't know. Gotta get back to my notes over here.
Space Cowboy said, in my experience, female pilots are more cautious, but that's just balloon.
Flying.
I can't
Yeah,
really
he's in
express 'em.
Albuquerque.
Oh,
He does the balloon
okay.
stuff.
Balloon pilots.
I'm not saying they're not.
Or
Because
male pilots are more prone to machismo. Well, most males are more prone to machismo. That's what makes you a
I'm
male.
not saying that a woman
I
can't
like how
fly
he
like
used
that.
the Spanish word for it, though.
Johnny Sins. There you go. Yeah.
Wait.
Thanks, Jonathan.
I'm going to look him up.
Look him
Excuse
up.
me while I look him up. Johnny Sins. I wonder
Sins.
if that's his real name.
Dude, they
Or
put
his,
him on all sorts. Like that guy's been. They like posted his picture at like a baseball game as like a veteran one time. Like somebody paid for it, put that picture up there. Like all sorts of crazy shit has happened. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah, he could play all those roles.
Dude, is there pictures of him with like all sorts of roles? Like all sorts of
No,
things?
his physique is really,
But there's
got a really nice physique.
they've like made like he's a police officer and he's a firefighter and he's done this and you
Oh,
know
yeah, they have him one as a doctor,
right.
one as an
Yeah.
astronaut.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
But he's got that generic enough
he's
face.
bald, which automatically is near and dear to my heart.
Right.
He's got really blue eyes.
Justin Johnson, you do have a porn star name, 100%.
He does.
Most fake women, trans or DEIs, aren't qualified to make a goddamn box. Is that what it says? But I know this women have better reflexes, and if they really want to do it, they
I mean,
can
he works out a lot. Is he a porn star or is he just somebody that
make
models
expert
shit?
pilots. No, I'm not disagreeing. Like
Is
those
Johnny
that are qualified
Sins-
can absolutely, just like you wouldn't want me flying your fucking Black Hawk. Trust me.
Sometimes I don't even want you driving my car.
Get fucked. What do you mean? Really?
You scare me.
You sleep half the time.
No, I don't. I have to in order to not have a coronary. Let's see, Johnny Penn's porn video. Okay, so yeah, he is a porn star.
I know.
Male
Absolutely.
porn star. He's methodically known as the bald guy from Brazzers for his clean-shaven head and well something appearance.
Well, something appearance.
His physique is quite nice.
Speaking of feet,
I still need to sign up and pay my $14. They emailed me
Excuse
again. They're
sorry.
like, "Is there a problem? Do you need to make it in payments?" I'm like, if somebody needs to make $14 in payments, they really need this fucking gig.
You have to make a $14. I need it for 3.5 years.
4 payments, please.
Like what is 14 divided by 4?
3 times 4 would be 12, so like
That's
325.
Some change.
325 monthly
need
payment
it
of 325.
payments? Good Lord. What are you gonna do when these monsters are below you when you're flying?
Step on them.
This young man decided to pour a
I
little
don't
water.
understand how she did that because she's
I think
freakish.
she weaved. I
Because
think she's tall.
that chair hits your shins if you have long
And I think
legs.
she laid back a little bit, and I think she weaved her skinny ass long fucking toes and feet up underneath there.
That's
but how
creepy.
you don't catch your flip flop on the way back? Because remember, there's a little bar
Yeah.
that you push your.
That's why she either has incredibly skinny legs or she's like got no bones.
I'm just saying.
I don't know how she did that.
So people were asking, do you pour something hot on there, like a hot chocolate, a coffee?
Oh gosh, no. Because then you could be
Do you
you're injuring her.
pretend to sneeze and flick some water?
No, I would
Like,
put my feet on them and be like,
and
"Oh my
flick-
gosh, there's something down here," and play total dumb. Oh my gosh, there's something, and like really step on her.
Drop your book bag on it.
Nope, step on her. Put my foot down and be like,
Like,
"Oh my
get-
gosh, what is down here? I
get
didn't
up,
know there was
like-
something."
Like get up like you're grabbing something
Yeah,
and just pin her feet.
Don't put your fucking feet under me because you're gonna get trampled.
She's the same girl that flips her hair over her headrest.
She does not.
No, I
Do
guarantee.
people do that?
Yeah. I saw one video where a lady.
I literally,
chick-
if somebody did that to me, I think I'd probably move it and
No,
curl
a
it
chick,
back around.
a chick
But
kept
she can
doing
have
it.
gross hair.
So she got pissed off, started eating gum, and just started leaving gum in her hair. Like she did it like 10 times. Like she would be like, she even asked, like, can you just move your hair? She just kept. People are just dicks.
Yeah. It
Spit on
reminds
it.
me of that commercial. How do you sleep at night?
Come on it. I don't think that's
what did it say?
legal.
I sleep in a something. I don't even remember the mattress company, but there was like, and then it breaks into all night long. Whoever that monkey
Monkey?
marketing firm was for that has some brilliant people in it.
Is it assault? I don't think that.
It is if
Depends
they
on what he's talking about.
injure
Spitting.
like well, first of all, your feet shouldn't be there. So if you accidentally step on them, I don't think they're gonna be like you assaulted her. But if you spilt coffee, oh kitty, that potentially could
But I mean, you don't know the feet are down
but
there.
she could still sue you that you
Why?
injured her.
Don't put your feet. This is my goddamn space. This is my bubble, bitch.
How do you
How do I know your feet are below me? You probably want to delete that photo though before you spill hot coffee on somebody's feet. I think his way of going the water.
what did he do?
Just spilled some water on her foot.
Did she move?
Yeah.
Well, she probably never even thought about it before.
Bullshit.
Do you think she knows she gets that far out?
Dude, she's got to be like 6'2".
And she's got to be laying down on the floor.
I mean, at least as laid back as one of those things can get, so your knees can get under there. I'm short
Your
as shit. And I can't
shins.
get my leg under there. But I got thick calves.
Get your shins under there.
I got
They don't
thick
bend.
calves. I'm just saying. It's just something to think about.
Hawk said she
Be
doesn't eat.
nice. God,
She doesn't eat meat, but she sure likes the
she
bone.
can step on that gas with those legs for sure. She
She had
could
cute
have
toes at
She could have
least.
flown the
At
plane.
least
from
she had
back
cute
there.
toes. If you're gonna do that, you gotta at least have cute toes.
I mean, that's
So
true.
it would make more sense if they were all ghetto because that kind of personality goes with that. But
True.
yeah,
True. You want to hear a weird fucking story?
of course I do.
All right. This one's not a nice story,
I live for. Oh wait,
but we're going to talk about afterwards what we want to do to this kid
okay.
and how we want to get rid of
Do I need headset?
it. No.
Okay.
This is a story. And how psycho this motherfucker is. Michigan man drives over 700 miles, sets fire to the home of a man who communicated with his ex, says officials.
Communicated with his ex. Like were they
A
already ex when he
dude in
communicated?
a
with her?
house
Was talking with his ex-wife.
talking with some dude's ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
That dude got in a car,
I
drove
know. What I'm
700
trying to
miles.
figure out was were they boyfriend and girlfriend or were they already broken up?
They were already, it was his ex.
Okay.
So Harrison Jones, 21 of Michigan, is accused of setting fire to the home of a man who had allegedly communicated with his ex-girlfriend online. Michigan man has been arrested after police said he drove over 700 miles to set fire to the Pennsylvania home of a man who communicated with his ex-girlfriend online. The Ben Salem Police Department said 21-year-old Harrison Jones of Rockford, Michigan, was arrested for setting fire to a home with 6 people in it. People inside were hospitalized, while the family's 2 dogs, Trey and Jet, were unable to escape.
Oh, that's sad.
That's
I'm
why we're going
worried
to talk
about
about how
that
we
for the
want to
dog and
murder
the
him in a
people.
minute. I mean, we're not really going to murder him. He's going to get fucked in jail. So I'll tell you about this other thing in a minute.
Okay.
Officials said that people inside the home were able to escape thanks to the mom who heard suspicious noises before finding the fire and evacuating her family. They were all asleep. Adding that some family members even had to jump out of the second-story window to escape the flames. It's a
Wow.
miracle they all survived. Ben Salem Public Safety Director William
They couldn't save the
McVeigh.
puppies.
They couldn't because the house was already engulfed. And it's just one of those things. It's too fast, right? You got to get
He's
out.
going to hell.
Yeah. He's going to go way deeper than that. And we credit the mother of the house for taking action she did to protect her family and ensured they all lived. Then Salem Fire and Rescue began investigating, and the police department began investigating the cause of the fire and determined that fire appeared to be intentionally set and incendiary in nature.
Yeah, okay.
Officials said that the only lead in the case was a grainy image of this dude running away
From their camera?
from their house, from
Okay.
somebody else's house. The video captured vehicle pulling up to the home around 5 a.m. that morning. A suspect is seen exiting the vehicle, walking towards the back of the home, where officials say he stayed for over 10 minutes before he's seen running away, speeding off.
Here's the thing. Do people not realize that everybody has a camera now? You can't just pull up and pull 3 houses down. You got to not bring your car into the neighborhood at all.
So 2
And
days
flat-foot it.
later, Investigators were able to trace the vehicle back to Jones, obtain a warrant, and take him into custody. So this is what the house looks like. Well, it's on fire. Like the whole fucking thing is engulfed. And that's that cunt. He had burns on his arms. Officials confirmed that Jones is the ex-boyfriend of the woman from Michigan who had been in an online relationship with a male resident in the Ben Salem house since 2023. However, a motive for the fire is still being investigated. He drove over. Oh, no, I'm going to go back. Court documents obtained by Fox Philadelphia. Cat's fucking tearing around here. Say Jones was supposed to drive his ex-girlfriend to meet the man she was communicating with in Ben Salem, take him to a local hotel in the near future. Instead, investigators said he drove to the Ben Salem home on his own with murderous intentions.
Okay, so hold on. She's an idiot.
She's an idiot.
She's an idiot. Maybe they were like, maybe she thought they were still best friends or something.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
So he had already taken her once, or he had not taken her yet at all.
Not.
Okay. But to tell him, take me to hotel, listen, ho, I'm your ex. I'm your friend.
No, you need to break that shit off, right?
Yeah.
He drove over 730 miles in 11 hours to do what he did, and he drove directly back home. Officials said Jones was charged with 6 counts of attempted homicide, arson, and related offenses. He is currently awaiting extradition. So, there's this dude. Let me see if I can find him.
Big ass house, too.
Yeah, dude. Well, there were 6 people. It was the parents, the grandparents, and 2 kids. One of the kids
was communicating with her,
who was in like his early 20s.
So they're all young.
But the parents,
I mean, the triangle is all young.
Yeah, like he's not that old, right?
No.
Is it JP?
And he's not even like bad. Ow, why is this? Oh my, caught on my glasses.
No.
He's not even like bad looking, you know?
He's just fucking retarded.
He's got like that jawline and that note. Like he's actually kind of handsome. Obviously psycho.
JD DeLay.
That's his name?
Dude, JD DeLay, who's a former convict. He's got a huge like
This guy?
No, another guy.
Oh, okay.
Who's got like a huge fucking
following?
Instagram, TikTok, all this. He's always talking
He's
about
the guy that like cleaned up his act and now
he's and he's like, what's gonna happen to this dude in jail? He's fucked because convicts don't like people that fuck with animals. And they like go fight it. It's fucking great. I was like, yeah, that's where I found the story, actually.
Karma is a bitch, but
Fuck
I
him.
mean, here's the crazy, like, why would you?
Mom had cancer also. Mom had cancer and had been going through cancer and chemo and came out the other end, and then her whole house was burned down.
They have insurance.
But how fucked
I mean,
up
it does
is that?
suck. And hopefully he lives at home so they can get some money from his family too, or his family policy. But here's the thing. I mean, I don't care who you are. You are not worth it. You are not worth it for me to go to jail or to try to harm somebody. I might stalk you, but I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Me?
Anybody.
I'm not
period.
worth it?
Period. A person. A gentleman.
No, like this dude needs to be fucked 7 way to Sunday. I don't mean by fucked, like fucked.
I know what you mean.
But
He needs to
like,
have the
he
law
needs to be,
thrown at him.
Like, yeah, because this dude ain't getting
Needs the law.
He's the dude in the backyard, like killing squirrels.
No,
and
he's
shit.
just gonna get worse.
Not for fun. He's killing them to like mutilate them.
Just weird to me. I can never imagine liking someone so much or thinking I like somebody so much that I would do attempted murder.
Right? It's just fucking one of those things. People are just fucking crazy out there, dude. Like the dude's just having an online relationship with a chick.
I mean, they're just talking.
He probably doesn't even know who this dude is. She probably never even told him about, she probably said my buddy or my friend or whatever. Didn't say my ex-boyfriend will drive me down to visit you. Unless they were catfishing him. Or doing, maybe, who knows, right? Fuck nowadays. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shit. Fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
All right. From house fires to floods. You need to have your headphones on for this one. Detroit is fucked. Detroit's -4 right now. MC actually shared something. You're on, dude. MC, I think you said this on the Drinking Bros podcast earlier. I think it was you, or maybe it was Boom. About
You
A
always
boot?
say it like you're from Canada.
Detroit
Canada.
having a goddamn water main leak. It's not just a small water main. It is a goddamn giant water main. There are currently 367 people and like 18 kids or some shit stuck and trapped in their houses right now because of a water main. This is all in the water.
It's like a river
Yeah.
that froze.
It's a
How
water
big of a leak was it? And how did nobody notice and call the city?
It had to happen
or...
overnight, right? And
Holy.
it's fucking frozen. At the very end of this video here in a minute, you'll see just how tall it is.
Well, that one car was up to its windows, so
Yeah,
it was
it
at least waist
It's
deep.
insane. Look at that. This is the end. Look at that.
You all right?
And I had to add that little piece.
Huh?
That next video. You all right?
Was different or part of it?
That was the next video.
So, they're evacuating them or just checking
As much
on
as
them?
they can if they can get
Well,
to them.
because okay, this is
Take
you,
turns.
right?
Yeah, your turn.
This is you. You're in your house.
Yep.
You've got food. You've got water. You have electricity. You have heat. Well, maybe not heat because if your thing went under and froze, you may not have.
You may
heat.
not, like the electricity might be gone.
But if you have a
And
killer
it's
fireplace,
-4.
you have a killer fireplace, like most places where it's freezing all the
I
time.
said it's a water main. It's not just like the pipe. It's
But
going to be
wouldn't-
like
and that's what
a
I'm saying. Shouldn't have somebody
huge-
have seen, like somebody working at the water plant, been like, oh, that's a big fucking spike of usage.
But if it's freezing and how fast does it come out?
Obviously fast enough to fucking build a pond around a neighborhood. I mean, a lake around a
It's
neighborhood.
huge. It's literally a lake.
So would you leave? I don't know that I would
Where-
leave.
how do you get out?
Well, they're obviously rescuing people
Well,
through your window.
When it's too cold just to go, like,
No,
as soon as
like
you
if
see
somebody's
it.
coming to get you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
leave?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would leave because
Where you don't have heat. It's -4.
you have a fireplace.
No, those
Sleep in the
motherfuckers.
living room.
Half of your no. You get the fuck out, dude.
Okay.
Because you're not getting food until that shit thaws. You're not getting
Which
anything.
will be when?
Who fucking knows? What are you
I
gonna
mean,
stay
is
in
it?
your
No,
house?
I honestly don't know. Like, is it one of those places where like it'll be like this until spring and it's finally
Yeah,
gonna hit like
it might.
60 degrees?
It's fucking Detroit, dude.
I don't know about Detroit. I don't know shit about Detroit other
Look
than
up
the
the
Lions are
average
from there.
temperature of Detroit.
Just ask Siri.
Ask Siri.
Siri. Hey Siri. Burp went through my nose. What's the average temperature in Detroit?
Excuse me.
20 to 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, that's a lot.
That's
What's the
yearly.
average winter temperature in Detroit?
Let's see.
21 and 32
So it's fucking freezing,
all the time. Thank you, Siri.
right?
Um,
It doesn't get warm. Runaway. So a city worker responsible to monitor it overnight was busy dicking around in the bathroom.
seriously. I mean, that's what like. There's a
Maybe.
part of me that's like the
What the
water
fuck?
plant people should have been like, oh, that's a huge surge of water. Because can you turn off a main? I don't know anything. I know
you
nothing
crank
about
it-
the
yeah, but
water.
I mean,
the
if
waterways.
there's a place to shut it down somewhere, I would think so. But if it's like,
I would figure they all have contingencies like our houses do. They got a switch. Now maybe it's a bigger switch or there's several
this is
switches.
outside.
No, I know, but everything's got to have a.
Shut off valve.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have to all have contingencies,
Dude,
right? Or do I not
I don't
know?
know.
Am I naive in
There are
thinking that?
places like Flint, Michigan that have had a water issue that they can't drink their water for like the past 10 years. So you go, makes sense.
Jonathan said they had a water main blow near a underground parking garage and it completely submerged a couple of those floors.
Right? So I
In
mean, how fast? Yeah,
minutes.
and how fast is that? Imagine you're down there
And
trying
Axe
to
said
drive
it's
out.
15 degrees right now in Detroit.
That's fucking crazy.
It's funny because we've been talking about like where do we want to move? Where do we want to move? Where do
Ain't
we wanna
fucking
move?
there.
Well, it's definitely not Detroit, or it's not. It's Michigan in general. It's not Michigan in general.
Sorry, bro.
We got a magazine about Idaho. It was for the former. It was for the
Yeah, I threw
former
that bitch
residents,
out.
but we should have looked at it because it was for property in Idaho.
See, I wouldn't mind going to Idaho, but
You live there just during the summer. We there summer. We're here winter. Best of both
Isn't that
worlds.
fucking
Wait, we
wild?
can't do that anymore. I'm retiring.
Yeah.
We got to be
no,
smart.
we got to be smart with
we
our
gotta be
money
smart now.
God damn it.
Yeah. When he told me some things about some amounts, I was like, I'm sorry, what?
About
that
what?
you can't. Like with your retirement and my retirement and kind of the averages. I need to this weekend before because I meet with them in person on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't ask any questions.
I haven't had a chance. I was
Yes, you have.
sick.
I want to be able to go with like factual numbers. Like this is how much we have to pay. We spend a lot of bullshit money.
Yeah, of course.
We spend a lot of bullshit money, but they gave me like with the market low, with the market average, with the market high. And I was like, I'm sorry, repeat those numbers for me again. Because I
Are
don't
we gonna be
understand.
okay?
Yeah, we'll fucking be okay. But
Right.
that's what I was like, I don't
You've been
understand.
stressed out for your entire life about us not being okay.
I don't get it though. Like, where do these numbers come from? Like, I need them to be like, okay, this amount was from doing this and the continue. I think it's what I don't get. It's probably
All I'm
continued growth.
saying is just put money in your 401k for
It's
like your whole
continued
life.
growth. Axe said we truly have 4 seasons. And where Axe in
Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
MC
do.
said stay in Texas. Axe said, he said it's Axe said Michigan is beautiful in summertime. Why
See,
stay in Texas, MC? That's what I say. Why did he say
Because
that?
it's not that cold.
Has he ever been there in the summertime? When you have swamp ass and sweaty boobies
Put a pool in the
all day.
Who cares?
I'm not talking about in your backyard. I'm talking about driving to the office or walking to the office.
You have air conditioned seats in
I
your
do
new
now,
car.
bitch.
You are good.
Before that though, you get swamp ass. It's a real thing. Now
I've
they
had
have
air
all,
conditioned seats
now they
in
have
the
all
last,
those deodorants for all your
10
body
years.
parts, which I'm like waiting for people to start getting cancer
See
from.
how good it
but
was to switch over from an Audi to like a.
Now the Audis have air conditioned seats, so
I don't know. I don't know.
And now I'm fearful that since I am really retiring, this is probably my last car.
Maybe.
I'm not going to stay retired. I'm not going to stay retired.
You're going to be too bored. All right. Let's jump into some Doge
One
bullshit.
said it's the present value of the fund that they're giving you. Yeah, but
It's a lot.
They projected. They did like some
'Cause
projections.
It stays in there and you keep accruing and it keeps blah, 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 blah.
I do need to reach out to Gigi
We've
and
done
make
a lot
sure
of
she
work.
got. I
And
haven't heard
we've
back
talked.
from her, so I need to
Yeah.
reach out and make sure A, she got it, and B, did I give her the right
And
stuff.
imagine what's coming up here. Doge. Elon Musk.
We don't have any Doge, do we?
No, this is not that.
Oh.
This is the Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like the.
Somebody, the Babylon Bee, which is a funny website. Like they
I
make
thought you were
fun
saying
of
left
things.
wing. Okay.
No. Cruel, they said. Elon Musk cuts off Social Security benefits for thousands of Revolutionary War veterans.
Fuck, where you at? Fuck around. Where you at? 113. Sound like you're like in Arizona.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think she is. Yeah. But pay attention. What the fuck is that cat doing?
Knocking shit off.
He's being crazy tonight.
He's parkouring. Leave him alone.
Parkour. So this goes straight into this. I'm going to read through some of these real quick. Castro, pay attention because this is important to know.
Yes.
This is where your money has been going for Social Security. That, you know how they always say
It won't be around.
it's not going to be around? Well, let's just hit the top. Let's start at 100. So what they did is they did this. They went into, for those of you that haven't been paying attention, I'll give you the thing. You query something and then you go in and you put a true or false. True, they are not. True, they are dead. False, they are not dead. Or false, they are dead. False means they're not dead.
Wait, you just said true, they
True,
are
they
dead.
are dead.
False, they're not dead, so they're alive.
Let me say it again. True, false.
Okay.
True, they are dead.
Muerto.
False.
Está muerto.
False, they are dead. If you select false, they are dead, means they're alive.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's backwards.
That's
okay.
how they actually have a
false part-
toggle.
The false part is they're saying they're dead.
They're saying they're alive.
No,
True, they are dead. False, they are dead.
that's what I'm saying. The false part is they're not dead.
Yes.
The false part is the death.
Yes.
They're no está muerto.
So these people are all alive.
Oh my gosh, my
So
shoulders
like
are so
for 0 to 9-year-olds, there's 38 million kids. That's right. I'll jump up.
How many are there in my fuck that?
Like
Where's my age bracket?
47 million
Oh my
people
gosh.
are alive. They're 40 to 49. Let's go to 100. 100 is 4.7 million. 100 to 109.
Well, because there ain't that many. Wait, hold on. How are they going past
4.7
140?
million.
How are they going
No.
past?
I'm going to get to that. Hang on a second. I agree.
You don't think there could be 4.7 million over
No.
100? How many people in the world?
This is the United States.
Oh,
There's
okay.
340,
Sorry.
335
Listen,
million
I didn't get
people.
ambushed. Don't hold this against me.
That was not ambush.
I know. Ambush.
3.6 million and 110 to 119, 3.4, 120 to 129. Now let's just jump ahead a little bit, right? For sake. 170-year-old to 179. 6,087.
They say there's somebody that's 220 years old. They say there are people
Can you do
that
me a
are
favor?
220 years old that
Mhm.
there's 1,000 of them. There's more people that old than there are people 180 to 189.
When was the Revolutionary War? Let me double check. How long ago was the Revolutionary War?
What year did the Revolutionary War happen?
So it was 1775. So that's what, 250 years? 250 years. There would theoretically be somebody alive from the Revolutionary War, bro.
Just one.
There would be somebody alive from
Just one.
360 to 369
I mean, that is some
years ago.
fucking good genetics.
Right.
They're all doing parkour
So-
with my cat.
That's where it comes down to.
So okay, hold on. So I gotta ask questions.
People, we've been
So
paying
these are
this
people-
money out to
who is that
somebody. Somebody's been collecting these.
So somebody got their social security number of these people,
Mhm.
and nobody has done the math.
Nobody ever
and
went.
said,
Nobody
This
ever went
person
and
is
checked this.
320 years old. They're probably dead.
Nobody ever went and checked and just did the
How is
simplest
that not
of
a
queries.
role? How is that not part of someone's role before you start sending social
Like,
security
If
money?
you're over, like, hey, how about this? If you hit 110 years, you need to show proof of life. There's nothing
Well,
wrong
okay,
with that.
so let's fuck that shit. Let's just go to 125. Is there anyone? Siri,
There's
is
one.
there anyone? Hey Siri.
Yeah. Even
there-
Trump said this.
Hey Siri. Is there anyone in the United States that's 125 years old or older?
No. There's one person that was like 127 years old or something. 125. That's like the oldest person in
And
the
they're in
world.
Japan,
That's the oldest person in the
China,
world.
or something.
It hasn't happened. We all got diabetes in this country. Nobody's living that fucking long.
So
The average age is
Naomi Whitehouse is
78.
114 and 146 days.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
is the
So
oldest person in the
that
United States.
is, but this one says 3.6 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let's just. I mean, yes, there are some
This
people
is
with
like
quite
with
the longevity,
Our company.
but
Imagine-
there are far and few. Like, really, there's 1,000 people that are 320 years old.
No, there's one person that's 300.
Is there really? You really
No.
think there's? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, common
But nobody's
sense,
ever
right? They
looked
didn't
at it.
look at the date of birth.
They've never looked at it.
That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't it be part of a role? Like, automatically, the person that starts sending out Social Security check is like, let me check their
No,
date
it's
of
just
birth.
Automated.
Oh,
honey. They don't.
They're
they-
from 1775.
It's just- no, I understand what you're trying. They're not manually in there typing up checks.
Listen, if a fucking system could weed people out by
It's
words
the
for a
go-
resume,
We got, you know what? We got fucking audited for like, and we ended up having to pay fucking $5 last
I know,
year.
but listen,
Like-
if a program is there to look for specific words for when you apply for a job, there's got to be something that checks dates of birth.
You would think there is now, or there will be.
Who had to go and do that poor?
Doge.
Who had to go and do, like, who's the person that'd be like, oh my gosh, I've got to go through all these ages, and then they were like,
they just ran a query on all of the people in the United States.
hold on, you didn't let me finish. I got to run this query. First of all, it's a big query.
Takes-
Second of all, do you think
not
they were
long.
like, holy fuck, we're saying there's 1,000 people that are 175 years old alive getting
Yeah.
Social Security.
And that was the surprising thing. And how much money are we sending to that?
So maybe I will get Social Security.
Hundreds and millions and millions and millions.
So what
and
they
millions of
should
dollars.
do, and they won't be able to, they should find out who that money was
Remember,
going
like,
to.
I don't know
Hold on,
about-
I'm saying a sentence.
I know, but I,
They should be able to find out where that money was going and go arrest those people and restitution.
maybe. But the motherfucker's 300 years old.
He ain't really 300 years old. He's probably like 22.
Somebody's great, or there's
Yeah,
just some
yeah,
fraudulent
somebody
thing.
went,
They
Grandpa.
were sending shit.
Nobody ever told the government Grandpa
They were
was dead.
sending
Let's
Social
just keep this
security
going.
checks offshore to other countries.
That's not even
So,
legal.
No, it's not legal. If I collect Social Security,
Offshores are
if I
illegal, aren't
collect
they?
if I collect
Yes, but
Social
aren't
Security-
offshore accounts illegal.
and I live in, say,
Guatemala.
Germany or something like that, you can technically send it. Some motherfucker was getting a check.
Some fucking Guatemalan is living high on the
How's
hog
Guatemalan?
because that's where a lot of expats are that I know of.
Belize.
Costa Rica. But that person in his neighborhood,
Right.
he's big pimping.
Slav
What?
said, imagine surviving Jamestown and colonial Williamsburg. What about Roanoke Island?
No, we
You
just
could be
watched
from
that.
Roanoke Island at that fucking point, practically.
What, all the witch trials and shit?
Yeah, you're from fucking Salem, Mass. You're like, bitch, I am a witch, motherfucker, and I've
That's
been
why I'm
around.
300 years old. I
But
will curse
there's
you.
always a joke. People our age, and it should be for people your age, that are like,
No, it's not a joke. They really,
Like,
literally
pretty much
thought
Social
we
Security's
aren't
gonna
going to
be
get
gone.
Social Security. Well, now we might.
now we might. Medicaid, Medicare,
This
all that.
is- I can't believe. Now, granted,
Billions
not
and
even Trump did this his
billions.
first office. I can't believe
He didn't know
somebody.
to do it.
I can't believe somebody hadn't thought like, whose idea was this? Was it Elon's?
Elon probably
He
came
was
in
like-
and said we need to audit every.
Yes. I mean, I can't believe somebody hasn't done that before. Do you think maybe people have? And the president was like, nah, let sleeping what is it? Sleeping dogs lie
I don't
or
think
whatever.
Trump did not expect to win the first time.
You know
Like,
what I'm
did not
saying
even
now?
know what he was
Like,
getting to.
how has
This
nobody
time,
ever done
the
this?
last
Sleeping
4
dogs
years-
lie, or what is that saying?
Yeah.
I think
So
he's
the
been
last
planning.
4 years, he's
If
like,
I
we're gonna
win.
do this, and it's all gonna be like.
I feel like he should
bang.
have done that the first time though. If he was
didn't know-
running,
I don't think he expected to win.
even not expecting to win,
No.
he should have.
It would only have worked in this situation because
Well,
the whole country,
do you think this will fix it for good? Or are we fucked again? The next new president?
at least everybody's got their eyes open. the
No,
only thing-
yes, but people will blindly follow.
No.
Yes.
No, yes, they will.
People will blindly
but-
follow and not ask questions as long as
Left and right.
Yeah. This is what I
hang on a
don't
sec,
get.
Let me tell you.
Yes, you're right. My turn.
No,
Shut up.
no. Left or right.
Yeah.
Republican, Democrat.
Yep.
His approval rating's at like 63% right
Which
now,
is amazing.
which is insane for him.
So do you think that people are screaming like Donald Trump's gonna ruin America? They're
The
really
only
giving him like
people
a
that are
check mark
doing
of
that
approval?
Are the ones
No, but
that
do you
are
think they're just crying
scared.
and really liking him on the inside?
Nah.
And
I think it's the only ones that are doing that are the people that are scared
of what?
of being found out. So what they do, you have like Schumer and all these fucktards and AOC even, who I think she's under investigation potentially for some shit.
Maybe it'll make politicians. I'm not gonna say.
They should not get rich off of
I was
it.
gonna say maybe it'll make politicians truly in the job for the people and not the money.
Right. Go do that and then go get your book deal after.
Yeah,
Do it for, you get paid 250
Listen,
grand or 200
Listen,
grand.
keep all the juicy shit in a notebook,
Yeah,
and then when you're
Write your
out,
get your Netflix deal.
wow. So maybe I will because I don't think I can get Social Security till I'm like 62 or something.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's interesting
Cut
though,
the
right?
fat. Amen. X.
Hey.
Government is
Well,
currently on a.
There's a lot
like,
that we could go into. Beth doesn't typically like to go into politics kinds of things.
I don't mind hearing about the wrongs fixed.
It's 55 billion, and they think it. And I told you this earlier. I think it's the IRS lost 4.7
Yes,
trillion
that's what you were
dollars,
telling me earlier.
and then another group lost 2.7
Fuck,
trillion.
I don't use that word very often when it's not in a sexy
Right.
book, but yeah, she is a cunt.
All politicians are cunts. APAC. You're gonna say
Yep.
APAC. All politicians are cunts.
She was talking about AOC
Oh yeah,
specifically.
she's fucking hot as shit. She's just
no,
batshit
she's
crazy.
not. You
She
see
is.
it all the time,
Nah,
and I'm like,
She's hot. She got them nice.
Listen,
tingle
if I
bitties.
was a lesbian, she would do nothing for me.
She's just not your style.
Nope. I like white girls and boys.
I mean, if you could like sew her mouth shut, like
What
literally,
do you think
just
is hot about her?
her titties.
Everybody's got a set, babe.
She got some nice ones though.
What do you
I like yours. I'm just saying.
don't like them too much?
Don't like them too much. What's that? What? Why?
Because I want to get a boob reduction.
No, we're getting boob induction.
Implants.
Induction.
Pope.
Whatever.
I'm not. Okay.
Doge dividends. This is a possibility. So this is where the.
Oh, you're telling us the story now.
I'm going to tell you the story about the Doge dividends. Find the fucking thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it.
Expo was a
nonetheless-
lie. Everybody has them, or I'm getting a reduction.
This is something that's just coming out
I'm so
like
sorry.
within the last I think like 6
Beautiful
8
crazy
hours,
eyes. Axe said.
is Trump came out and said potentially doing they're calling it a Doge dividend, which they take 20% of the amount of the 55 billion that they found so far,
Okay.
and giving a 5,000, it would, or up to 5,000. Don't
So
quote
would
me
it
on
go
that.
by your bracket?
I don't know. It would be no. He said $5,000 for every.
Okay, so the only problem
First
with
off.
that is some people pay way more taxes than other people. I feel
I
like
don't know if
it
it's gonna
should
be like one of those Bush
be
deals where it's just like everybody gets $5,000.
no,
It's different for me than it is for you, me, than it is somebody that's like
no, but
15,
I-
17, or 19.
I've also paid way more taxes than
Yeah,
them.
no, I agree.
I also pay way more taxes than somebody
But
who's on
also
welfare
taking 20
or
million, or 20 billion, or 20% of it and putting it straight towards the debt, the national debt.
I'm okay with that
I'm
because that
totally
would help
fine.
us too.
I'm okay with taking all of that shit, put it towards the national debt, and start
Why
driving
would that
down.
help us?
It helps to reduce inflation. Because inflation's why there's an egg bullshit crisis, which isn't really true. Like,
Yes, because there's the bird flu that I have to kill them all.
oh, they had to kill like 100 million.
Which is hilarious because I just read an article that somebody was forced to give like a ton. I was trying to read the article and I got bored, so I stopped. But like this company that had to kill a ton of birds because the bird flu, chickens were forced to give several thousand eggs away to like help those people that have been displaced. And I was like, wait, do you even want those eggs? If they came from birds with bird flu, does the egg have bird flu?
Probably
So do you even want those fucking eggs?
no.
No.
But what they did
But maybe
is
they made them take them from the good birds.
they mass executed everything without testing.
Who did?
Biden.
Oh, I
That's
thought you were
a-
talking about right now.
No, that's what everything is. All happened last year, 2
all
years
fucked
ago.
up because he just was like your whole crop.
And
Your
it
whole.
wasn't him. It was the fucking FDA or whatever said no.
We need. Here's the thing.
need fucking
a
intelligent
government. We
people.
need a government for our government.
No, that's what Doge is.
I know that's what we need for like
Department
every.
of Government Efficiency.
But we need that for people making decisions. Like they should have to run it.
By a panel of fucking. Put it out
You
and
have to
vote
do
on
that
that
in
shit.
a company. You
Don't-
can't just say I'm going to change this. Like CEO has to run it through his board of directors.
No, that's not true at all. We've lived in corporate world and shit changes just based on.
But the board of
CEO.
directors has to say yes. It may not take a lot of
The
convincing.
board of directors voted that guy in.
I know, but it may not take a lot of convincing. But we need somebody to govern.
Yeah.
People saying kill all the
You
chickens.
know what I like is like when Elon has put out like a poll out on X,
Yes.
something like that. It's like, should we consider doing this? And I understand things that could be like, hey, we need to do it quick because there's like
Right.
something bad.
But those polls get answered pretty quickly.
Right. Put a poll out there and it's mass. Put it out on the whitehouse.gov site or something like that. Like fucking mass answer it and be like, yes, we need to do this. We need to do this. We need to do this. Or no, not worried about it. Or refer to the ag, like if it's a fucking bunch of farmers, right? You can't go to Tyson and be like, should we kill all your birds? They're
Well,
gonna be like,
Tysons don't use antibiotics.
but what I'm saying is whatever. You're not gonna go there and be like, kill all your birds. They're gonna be like, fuck off.
no, yeah,
Right?
no,
So
you
you
need
gotta
a
go
third party.
Mm-hmm. So, saying.
Let's see. I gotta take these off and read some of the boards. Runaway Slav said Trump's State of the Union address to politicians should be him quoting Rusty from True Detective 50 S1, where he suggested a mom going to jail for child abuse to consider offering herself to spare. What?
Huh?
Rusty from True Detective season 1, which
Yes,
you watched.
I've seen.
Pretty boobs, great eyes.
Oh yeah. Alexandra
Where he
Daddario.
suggests a mom going to jail for child abuse to consider offering herself to spare herself jail. Offering herself for what, though? Do you remember? Your old brain doesn't remember.
No, I just don't remember.
And then Axe said, I like that.
MC said the overall mechanisms within the egg for health is why they tried to cancel them. I don't know.
What?
I know eggs are generally healthy. No, they're healthy to eat. They're like the perfect protein. We know this.
The overall mechanisms within
Like,
the egg.
Squawk,
for health.
squawk. Hawk, what's
Well,
up?
I
dude?
eat a lot of eggs now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's good for you. They're good for you.
Well, was my cholesterol going to say otherwise?
Your cholesterol will actually drop.
I've been doing that and avocado.
Just add avocado. Yep, your cholesterol will drop, I bet you.
Well, I started taking more red yeast rice too, so.
Sorry, guys. I've got a little thing going on. I'm starting to get a little hot flash.
Do you have a fever again?
Probably.
Ugh.
Beth,
What?
give us a little Lily Phillips update. You guys aren't familiar with who Lily
Oh,
Phillips
Lord.
is.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
She's our 1K.
100. She's the first person to sleep with
Oh, it's only
100
100?
people in one day.
I thought it was
Her
1,000.
friend, something blue, was the girl that slept with or former friend is the girl who
MC, yes.
slept with. So let me ask you some questions, okay?
Mhm.
So we know she did this 100 thing. Were you for it or against it?
I'm not necessarily, I'm for it for her.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily for it for if it
Now-
was you.
No, silly. Come on, let's be
Like,
realistic.
she can fuck whatever she wants. I don't give a shit.
Dude, listen, I'm gonna be honest. You bug me for sex on a Tuesday. I'm like, go away. Why am I gonna do
You
100
want me to go with
men?
her?
No, I don't want you to go with anyone but your
Oh.
hand on a Tuesday night. But so would your feelings about her doing this change if you knew she was pregnant while she was doing it?
Ooh, that's gross. Yeah, that kid got fucking soaked.
So this morning,
Yeah.
that's
That's like an old joke. Like,
the bunk on the head.
yeah, that's an old
Um,
joke, right?
So, OnlyFans Lily Phillips horrifies fans with a
Good
small detail
Lord.
suggesting she was pregnant during the sex stunt. Now, there is a lot of. Okay, so first of all, Lily Phillips fans were left horrified after the OnlyFans star hinted that she was pregnant during her infamous sex stunt.
Mm.
The British adult content creator and model, 24, claimed that she was expecting her first child via Instagram this morning, just 4 months after she famously slept with 100 men in one day. Immediately, the news was met with fierce criticism online as many wondered if it was all a publicity stunt. And this is why they say that. I'll show you some pictures in a minute.
All right.
But others pointed out that if it is real, based on the size of her apparent baby bump,
I don't know, dude.
she was likely already expecting when she bedded 100 men in 24 hours. And many were disturbed by that notion, with one branding her sick and another calling it beyond sad and horrific. I want to believe it's fake based on her visible baby bumps. Let me show you a picture.
So, okay, I just had this weird thing. I was thinking about this. I was like, fuck, say she was pregnant with a like happy, healthy baby.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt her.
And then, no. And then she's having sex with all these dudes. And then she ends up fucking getting HIV or something like
Well,
that.
there's medicine for that now.
Not, but for the baby,
Yeah.
that's still fucked up.
It is.
man.
The baby would be born with AIDS or HIV and would have to
That's
take the medicine.
still fucked up, right?
But supposedly they use protection the whole time. But my first thought was like, are those guys like freaking out? Like they don't know how far along she's. Like, fuck, what if it's my baby? But I supposedly they are protection. So let me show you a picture, a couple pictures. Okay, so this is
That's
the
how
one.
pregnant she was.
This is how pregnant she is this morning.
And this was how long ago?
4 months ago. There's no way.
No, you could tell that bitch was pregnant 4 months ago.
Let me show you another
How
picture.
long-
Turn it
how
off.
far
Turn it
alo-
off for a second.
How far along is she?
She is. Well, I don't.
She's
So
got to be
okay.
7, 6.
That's why
7
some
months,
people were
right?
like saying she's end of second trimester, beginning of third
Yeah.
with this bump that size,
We don't
especially.
even have kids. We've had
Especially if it's her first baby, because you don't stretch fast. Your body is tight. You only get really big fast after your first baby. So, let me see if it says. I don't believe she says how far along she is.
How far along is she, Womb?
So
You don't know,
here's
I
the
know,
thing.
that's
So,
for kids.
I guess Bonnie Blue came out this morning and said she was pregnant. That's the girl that slept with 1,000.
Fuck
Her,
off.
her
Really?
other they're supposedly no longer friends. They used to be friends. They're no longer friends.
Oh, it's probably the same husband.
So Lily
baby daddy.
uploaded a snap early Wednesday morning that showed her cradling her bump, writing, "The secret is out, baby Phillips 2025." She donned a form-fitting spaghetti strap top, the one I showed you, with flared track bottoms. The star also included a snapshot of 2 pregnancy tests, one of which appears to be positive, while the second one, with a very faint second line, seems to be inconclusive.
Good.
Her announcement came hours after former friend and fellow adult performer Bonnie Blue sparked pregnancy rumors when she teased about having cravings. She took a picture of her plate. I have a shot of that too. And she's got like pickles with chocolate spread over them
Butter.
and no,
Okay.
chocolate and jimmies, little jimmies. So she just did this in October. So literally,
That's
if I
fine.
think
4
about my
months ago.
friends who had their first baby, they did not show forever.
Yeah, it was definitely like,
And when they did
4
finally start
months,
to
they
say, it
little
was like
bump.
little bump.
yeah, because most women don't say anything until they're at least
Past their
3
fir-
months,
yes.
right?
So here's where the
Just for
controversy
whatever,
comes
you
in.
don't wanna lose it
So
or
let me get
those
this
things that happen.
picture. So this is clearly fake. Someone said she was just at the AVN Awards on January 25th, and there's no way her uterus grew this much. So let me show you the picture of what she wore on January 25th, and I can't decide if she has a baby bump or not.
Okay, slide up a little bit, spin her around.
Spin
Just
her
kidding.
around.
No, she doesn't, because I can tell by her tits.
Well, because her tits
Scroll
would
back
be
out, like,
big, right?
yeah, her tits would be. Yeah, no.
She doesn't look like she's at all
She's not
bloated.
pregnant at all.
Okay, so then there's a picture of her later on
Yep.
January 22nd,
No,
and
dude.
this
No, not in fucking. It's
not even a month
June
later.
19th. No, she's full of shit. She's making shit.
This is January 22nd, and it's only
no
February,
it's
not
a
June
month-
19th. February 19th.
I'm sorry, it's a month away.
So
There's no. She's not pregnant.
They
She's fucking. This is all bullshit.
think she's faking it, but then people even was like, if you're faking that, that's even sicker than actually being
Is it?
pregnant. It's all fucked up.
She's just
Bruh.
getting money.
And that's what people were like, don't get sucked into this. She's just trying to make money.
I read this other thing. I forgot about it. I was gonna bring it up. There's this. You remember where they remember the Sophie Rain chick that made like $40 million last year?
The one that was a virgin?
The virgin girl,
Yeah.
or whatever. Evidently,
But I'm
they
like,
have
bullshit.
They have nope. I guarantee she made like $40 million.
No, that she's a virgin.
Oh yeah. Evidently, they have a house down in maybe Florida or something like that. I think it's Florida. It's
Down
gotta
by
be
the
Florida.
river?
It's they call it the Bop House. And it's
BOP?
BOP. I think that's what it's called. You can Google it. You can probably Google it. But it's like the top 6 or 7 OF performers all
Go to
living
that
in the
house?
same house.
Oh, there's a lot of fucking going on in that
Right?
house.
It's like they're making $100 million collectively a month.
Do you think they like
on
each other?
OnlyFans.
Why couldn't I be 23?
Is that not fucking insane?
Why couldn't I be 23 and not give a shit?
It's just fucking crazy.
Now, like, I can't even remember who I was talking to. Who was I having this conversation with?
Like,
It might have been last Thursday when we were all talking about, like, we're getting
Those
laid
bitches
off.
get paid, dude.
We're getting
They're
laid
like-
off, da-da-da. And I was, because I told them about Feet Finder. And they
Yeah.
were like,
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
going to do it? And I was like, I'm getting laid off. Of course I'm going to do it. And they were like, oh my gosh. And like, one of the guys saw I was telling them, like, I was like, and I just bought a new car, so blah, blah, I need to find every income I can find. And they were like, your truck's really nice. I was like, I know she is. Her name's Sabrina. And
Yeah, Bop House.
and somebody came back and was like, you need to take pictures of your feet in that truck, like on the gas pedal, like on the step, on the steering
Their
wheel.
TikTok has 39.6 million followers on their TikTok for that thing.
For the house.
Just for that Bop House at Bop House on TikTok, right? What is Bop House? A group of young women who live together to create content for OnlyFans. It's fucking insane, dude. And you just think, you're like, holy shit, like how much money can somebody actually make? Right? And there's just so many dudes worldwide that are like, yep. I don't remember. I saw a video on it. I don't remember who it was though. It's just ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous.
So, but that's what I was like. Here's the thing about these girls. Like, maybe they're going to make enough money.
Oh, no. They're going to
Hold
make.
on. That
They're
they
either
will
going to die
never
of
have
drugs.
to work. They'll never have to work
They
like
shouldn't.
a real job a day in their life
Yeah, yeah,
because after that's everywhere now. Like
They've got
literally,
generational changing money if they save.
I was listening. I was in a seminar yesterday about
They
like
got NBA fucking superstar money.
I was in a seminar yesterday talking about like rebuilding your resume. They call it ZVC/V in Europe. I don't know what that stands for.
Is it?
CV. Instead of a resume, they call it CV. They may not be a slash.
I don't know.
But I need to look it up. But they were talking about that and how this guy, his grandson just graduated from college and he was like helping him get his resume ready. And he was like, you need to go in and change all your social media because believe it or not, every single person that you apply with now is going to go look for you on social media. And what they find will be part of what their determination if they're going to even give you an interview. And I was like, these girls are fucked if they ever need a real job.
No, they're not going to need a real
Well,
job.
they won't
They'll
if they're
either,
smart.
number one, they'll
They
be.
won't if they have a financial advisor, an agent, and a parent involved.
None of these chicks have parents involved.
Oh no! Remember I told you that one girl was like, "Thank you, mom and dad, for the support you've given me while I film this film."
Those
and she's
parents
getting
are
railed.
embezzling the shit out of their money.
I
I don't know, dude. But theoretically, they're getting NBA fucking
like
superstar.
National Basketball Association. Is that what you're? I thought you were saying NBA. At first, I was like, "Bitch, I ain't getting that kind of money."
They're getting superstar.
They're probably
sports
getting NFL.
Yeah, whatever it is, they're getting LeBron.
Now that they've raised that cap.
Let's jump into some feel goods. After that feel good, you guys can go out to the bop house and go fucking bop yourself.
Go follow him on TikTok. I'm not going to join you.
No, you can go out and join the Bars Open with Beth and Greg out on TikTok though. I put a video out there every once in like a month.
So you want me to go first?
Yep, you're gonna go first. We need.
In a second. So let me tell you a little story. So Man 87 goes viral for delivering party invitation door to door, 4 p.m. until the cops arrive. Go ahead and play the video, and then I'll fill in the rest of the story.
You want to listen to it?
Yes.
We might as well.
Can we give Henry away until summertime?
No. Or we can send him away to get trained.
Why don't you train him?
You're the one that's fucking retiring,
I took
bro.
him for a walk.
Yeah, you took him for a walk? Is that what
And
you
I
said?
played with him.
You were
every
literally
day.
retiring.
What have you done with him?
I fucking said hi to him and I locked him up in his kennel.
Listen, I'm going to be busy taking feet pictures. I'm not going to be retired.
You better be fucking doing all of it. All right?
All right.
Let's see Doug. And I guarantee you're all going to want to go get drinks with Doug. Watch. This is Doug. So the top says, give me better with
What?
invite starting at 4 p.m. All drinks and food.
Hi. I'm Doug across the street over here, right? I live over in that house there.
Okay.
And that's an invite to a party on February 15th.
Okay.
But I didn't want to leave it in the mailbox because when you read it,
And he gives me this little invitation.
Look how cute it is.
literally looks like he used like some sort of like pen to then like make copies of these and give them out to all our neighbors. And it says, a celebration of winter, February 15th, 4 p.m. until the cops arrive. Until the cops arrive, he's literally 85. It says food and drinks will be there. Only bring a smile, RSVP to his email, and he gave his phone number. Love, Doug.
I love Doug.
Okay. So
I fucking love Doug.
that is Michelle Hernandez.
I would be bringing a keg to Doug's house.
And one morning while she was working from home, Doug rang her doorbell. Having only moved to the neighborhood 5 months ago, Hernandez had seen Turner merely a few times on the street. He held a piece of paper in his hand, and that's when he gave it to her.
Yeah.
And said, "I'm having a party to celebrate winter. Come over." Thanking the senior and going back inside, she unfolded the paper with a hand-drawn snowflake over the word "A celebration of winter, 4 p.m. until cops arrive." Hernandez thought it was just so sweet, blah, 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 blah. But then they go on, and
Here's my invite.
Turner has lived on the street for 16 years, but has moved around a lot in his lifetime. He and his departed wife, so he's a widow, used to host these soirees every year to keep friendships percolating.
Nice.
My wife is gone now, so it gives me something to keep me busy, he said. I'm going to give these people one room and maybe they'll get to know each other. The Post reached out to Turner's daughter, who is 64, and lives in the Bay Area of California, so she doesn't live nearby. But she said her dad is way more social than she is, despite his advanced age. He's way more social and has way more friends than I do, she said. He doesn't just sit around. He's actively having people over for dinner. He's going to theater or to lunch. He's always out there.
This guy.
Though millions delighted in Turner's vicinity were unable to attend, his daughter offered them a mailbox address where they could send letters to her dad if they wished. Dozens have already arrived. Turner loves penmanship and letter writing and maintains about 5 written correspondence, so he was certainly charmed when he heard all the people would be sending him some letters.
That's awesome.
I just thought he was so cute.
In fact, dude, I'd be
over there like every
fucking
Saturday
hanging out
for at least
drinking
a couple hours.
Coors Lights with him. He'd
Exactly.
be on the podcast fucking every Friday.
He's just
I'd have
cute.
Beers with Doug podcast.
It made my heart feel good.
Fuck yeah, that's a great one, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
So I hope he had a good turnout to his party.
Hawk said, I bet his house got cameras everywhere. Pervert.
I was gonna be like, pervert.
All right. Mine is not quite the same.
Damn it, Doug. MC.
Excuse me. Sorry. I'm dying. All right. This one's a little different. This is Florida. This is not Florida man, but it's
Came and said he looks scary like his grandfather. That's
Florida
funny.
gator.
Guy whose neighbors hate him.
Nope.
It's huge.
Well, Kelly's excited. We all should be excited.
That's
So this is an
awesome.
alligator
Does he have a snake
That
in
is a
him?
with a
massive python.
python in its mouth.
Dude, that's gnarly.
I hate this chick.
That's
Doing this
gnarly.
audio, but she took it.
This is
So
so
that python
cool.
is obviously dead already. He dropped it.
Look,
Oh.
snakes can live underwater.
Yeah, that's
Pythons
awesome.
can too.
No, they can't.
They can
Not
hold
That
their
is
breath.
a
live. They can
really,
hold their breath
really
and they have to
big
come up for it. He's around
python.
that
Blue
one.
alligators. Look
That's
how big
a
that
really,
fucking.
really
How big was that
big
alligator?
python.
That alligator's pretty goddamn big. Oh, look how big that fucking
It is
python is.
Florida. Breed probably
That
just-
python is like 2 or 3 times as long as that alligator.
Yeah.
He's like, I got
Yeah.
food for the next 2 weeks.
Isn't that
This is
fucking
so-
insane. And he's just like
Wow.
chilling.
Good
rolling
job,
down
guy.
Got his rag top down so his hair can
the-
blow.
Look at that.
He looks weird. He looks so. This picture is so prehistoric looking for some reason.
It
to me.
is fucking insane.
Who posted that?
I don't fucking know.
Somebody
some
who was
chick.
standing on their deck in their backyard was
No,
like
they were on it. They were on it, like a
platoon.
sightseeing thing.
Oh,
And somebody in the background actually goes, "It's crazy when I haven't even seen something like this." Right? And they were doing. It was like a tour guide or something like that of the Glades, the Everglades, or something like that.
I wonder if he found him already dead or something.
But
Because that would be
what
one hell of a
kills
fight.
something that big? Maybe it. But that thing was even. I was thinking it was gonna have like this big, like it ate a
Like
deer
it ate
or
something and
antelope
was
or
sluggish
something,
or something.
and it fucked
He
it
does
up.
look kind of fat though,
That
but
thing
that
was
could just
thick
be
the whole
yeah, that was that could just be his
way,
thickness.
bro.
Why is that your feel good? By the way,
I
that's
know
not a
because
feel
it's
good.
just crazy.
That's not a feel good. That's
Nature is crazy. I
good.
love nature. Everybody loves nature. That's something to love.
They can both eat you.
You know what you can do? You know why I would love that? I've got a hair on my hat. Is you can go to Florida and you can go out and you can actually go hunting
Only
for
certain during certain times.
snakes.
There's a hunting period.
Yeah,
There's a
you should
contest.
go do that.
Well, I should clarify. There's definitely a contest. I don't know if you can hunt them year round, but there's definitely a contest for the biggest.
Which means you have to
python.
shoot a shit ton of them because they're an invasive species.
That's what they
I
want.
would like to do that. Anyway,
Burmese
all right.
python invasive. Yep. You know what? Axe said the same thing.
Burmese pythons. All right. Last things last. Netflix entertainment. Go out. I watched Cassandra.
Oh, that's the one. Did you watch the whole first
I
season?
watched. Well, this is the one with the robot.
Is it a movie or
It's just a
season?
limited
mini
series,
series?
like 6 episodes,
Okay.
7 episodes. Fucking weird, dude.
Did it end like it ended, or did it end like my
No,
show
it
that they're
ended,
gonna
ended.
come back?
Yeah, it
Okay.
ended. Yeah. This one is weird. So it's basically imagine like a Jetsons house
Mhm.
with like, oh, hi. And there's TVs in every room and it can see you and talk to you. So a
Is this
smart
present
home.
day?
So smart home built in the 50s and 60s, some
Okay.
40s and 50s.
Right, but in today's.
And then it comes to today
Okay.
and these people move in.
Right.
In the fuck, so it's in German or something like that, but
It's
it's
weird that nobody
overdubbed.
ever took that out.
And it's fucking weird and pretty good. If you're looking for something, it's called Cassandra out on Netflix. I would say go watch
Would it
it.
give me nightmares?
No.
Would it
But
give me
there are some
anxiety?
pretty straightforward, fucked up scenes. I'll tell
Would it
you
give me
that.
anxiety?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit of anxiety, not much, but yeah, go check it out.
I'll just
So.
keep reading.
All right, with that, we are out of here.
Hey there.
What's my favorite invasive species? Oh, is CPG on here? Didn't see her jump in. Oh, you just got in.
Hi guys. So did Jacob, I think.
What's up? Hey, I know you live in Florida. I didn't see you out there. So with that, we're gonna jump off. I'm gonna go take a whole bunch more medicine.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna eat dinner.
Eat
and then
dinner.
we'll crash out
Let
on the
that dog out.
couch. Well, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. I dropped a Balding the Big Guy yesterday. If you're interested, go watch that. I was super hungry while we were recording. And Peter just all he did was talk about fucking food.
Yeah.
Not fucking
So I
food, but
pulled up.
talk about
Angela
food.
and I could hear you, and I was like, I'm gonna make a charcuterie board while they're doing this because I'm fucking starving.
So, all right,
Oh, we
guys.
went to the rodeo. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
The
What's
best
the
part
rodeo?
was the
I totally
rodeo.
forgot about that thing.
Best part was the rodeo and my new curling iron.
We'll talk about that on Friday.
All right.
We'll recap the rodeo on Friday.
Okay.
That was quite the adventure. All right, guys. We'll catch you on
Friday.